You can start.
Find the gradient of a straight line that is parallel and perpendicular to the line given by each of the following questions. A, and then A, negative x minus.
We are looking for the gradient of the parallel and the gradient of the perpendicular. But A,
negative x minus 5y
negative x minus 5y
plus 8 equals 0.
equal to 0. Okay, let's answer this one first. Okay, now pay attention. They want us to find the equation of the gradient of the parallel and the perpendicular to the equation negative x minus 5y plus 8 equal to 0. So now to pick any gradient from the given equation, we have to apply the general equation of the straight line, which is y equal to mx plus c, where the coefficient of x represents gradient, where the coefficient of x here represents gradient. So if we are to pick the coefficient of x here, we have to make sure that our y is subject of the formula. So step 1, let's make y subject of the formula for us to pick the coefficient of x to be our gradient. That's step 1. So now we shall take negative x and the positive 8 to the other side. So it will be negative 5y equal to negative x. When it crosses the cosine, it will become positive x minus 8. Clear? We divide both sides by negative 5. So this will cancel y equal to negative x over 5 plus 8 over 5. So now we have made y subject of the formula. We can pick the coefficient of x as our gradient. So what is the coefficient of x?
Negative x over 5.
Coefficient of x?
8.
Negative 1 over 5. Negative 1 over 5. So now this is the gradient of the straight line. This is the gradient of the straight line. So gradient of the straight line is equivalent to gradient of the parallel line. So now we'll say gradient of the straight line equal to gradient of the parallel line, which is equal to negative 1 over 5. So m parallel equal to negative 1 over 5. We go to m perpendicular. So when two lines are perpendicular to each other, the product of their gradients is equal to negative 1. So we shall multiply m parallel to m perpendicular, then we equate everything to negative 1. What is m parallel? It is negative 1 over 5. Then m perpendicular is our subject equal to negative 1. We balance up the equation and we cross multiply, which is going to be 1 times the negative m perpendicular. What are we getting? Negative m perpendicular equal to 5 times negative 1. Negative 5. So we divide both sides by negative 1 in order to make m perpendicular subject of the formula. So this will cancel. M perpendicular equal to 5. Questions? Part B. Y equal to 2. Come again.
Open bracket 4x
4x plus 1. They want us to pick the gradient of the parallel and the gradient of the perpendicular from this equation. So let's remove the brackets. That's step 1 by distributing 2. So y equal to 2 times the 4x, 8x, 2 times positive 1, positive 2. Y is already subject of the formula, so now we can pick the coefficient of x as our first gradient. So y equal to mx x plus c. So what is the coefficient of x? So gradient equal to 8. This is the gradient of the straight line, which is equal to gradient of the parallel line. So m parallel equal to 8. We got to m perpendicular. So m parallel times m perpendicular equal to -1. What is m parallel? So 8 times m perpendicular equal to -1. We divide both sides by 8. So this will cancel. M perpendicular equal to -1 over